Hey, good morning everybody. Thanks for tuning in to Concrete with the Hoss. It's Saturday morning here. I just finished up breakfast and came outside. It's been a busy work year, and some of that has to do with being on YouTube. A lot of customers that don't normally see us on YouTube reach out to us and generate some work for us. Also, people that don't know us on YouTube, my wife will give them the channel and say we'll be over in 2 weeks. In the meantime, check out a couple videos so you know what you're getting into. And by the time we get to their house, it has really been helpful. They know us, they know the process. It took a half-hour, 40-minute meeting down to about 10 or 15 minutes. They know what they want. They know how we leave the property, what to expect. It's been really helpful. I feel like I try to do current videos to keep up with what we're doing lately, and it's been a struggle to get the amount of work done and video. So I haven't been doing every job, and here's one of the reasons why. Today's project, I rented this stump grinder from Knickerbocker. Great company to work with. They have just about every piece of machinery that you would ever want. They keep it well maintenance, so it's ready to go when they drop it off or you pick it up. So this is the Bandit 2550 model. I have never used this model, so we are going to figure it out. Let's head down to Emily and Grant's house, and I'll show you why I have been distracted a little bit from making videos. Let it cycle a little bit, wait for the green light. Let it idle a little bit. Here's the throttle. Now I'm just moving it so that can be there. The blade. And steering and travel. Okay, let's head down. I'll get you in position. Okay, so this is what I've been working on. The front of their house used to look like that. Trees everywhere. Very nice, very shaded, very woodsy. But the house was covered in leaves. It just couldn't breathe. The trees were towering over it. I still need to take this one out. All these things were this big and bigger. We took out some good size ones, as you can see by this stump here. Got a couple over there, and I dug all the stumps out except you can see my flags. I did one call through here. There's an electric line going right up to that transformer, and it goes right beside this, right between those. So I didn't want to dig those ones out, so I'm going to grind them down. We'll see how this goes, and try and get grass planted here before winter sets in. It's really dry right now, and if we could get grass going in the next 2 weeks, then rainy season coming, maybe it goes, we won't need to water. They're on a well. We have city water, they just never connected. So that's That's my next project. I'm going to run a water line down here for them and get them hooked up to city water. But we have some plans for this front. I think it'll be really nice. I don't want to spoil it, but we'll do some nice smaller trees. You can see how mature these are. So we'll get some smaller trees in here, and maybe some sort of blossoming apple tree or something, I don't know. But we'll let them pick it out. We have all kinds of wildlife here. You can see the deer. This morning, whenever I was getting up, I could hear a bunch of coyotes off in the distance. Have a couple bear roaming the woods. It's kind of neat, and we really do enjoy living here. So we want to make this nice. I did like all the nice tall oak trees, but I think there were just too many too close to the house. Years ago it was nice, but with them being so mature and just towering over the house, I thought it was time to go. Not to mention, I'm trying to show you the pile. That's our burn pile. That goes, but right over there you can see all the sawmill logs I saved. So we're going to be cutting for the next 5 years with that pile of lumber. So we should have a good selection of red oak if you're in the market for it. We'll beat anybody's price, but I just need some time to get it cut. So let's get grinding. It's not too early to make some noise here. Let's go. Okay, it is cutting it like butter. I was debating getting a chainsaw and cutting that off, but it's grinding and it's super fast. This was the tallest one. That one about the same. I've been at it for just a few minutes. What a neat look, huh? Just wanted to show you that real quick. You do not want to get near that head. I keep looking around, make sure there's nobody around me. Steven's dog was here a couple minutes ago. He didn't last long. He bugged out real quick. Quite noisy. Headphones, glasses, the shield. I can see debris hitting that shield. The rubber guard there is keeping everything away from me. I'm pretty clean. But there I am, just a few minutes, and I am well over halfway through this nice big stump. So I have the skid loader there. I'll grind it down, get this mulch out of the way, and take it down just below the topsoil. I mentioned the electric line. What I didn't mention is we have fiber optic running through here. It's supposed to be a foot or so deep. Is it? I don't know. But hopefully I don't hit it. it ground really nice, but it did take me a while to get that top section of log ground down. Not to mention now I have a decent sized pile of debris in the yard. So I think I will go ahead and saw the stumps down as close as I can to the ground. I was just getting tired of using the chainsaw, so I thought, oh, let's try to avoid that. So this blade has seen better days. Let's get a sharp edge on that and see if we can't get it to work. And as you can see, here in the shop, I'm only doing like mandatory repairs right now, so everything's messy. But let's face it, if you follow my videos, you know what goes on in here and how messy my shop is. It bothers my wife, but I look at it's not mess, it's not clutter, it's projects that I got going on. Here's a door I'm making for my daughter-in-law. Here's a door I'm making for Tommy and Sarah in Sarah's office. So the plywood goes away, this all becomes glass. So I just putz around here at night, tack welding all this together using my Yes welder. I have 2 welders over there I haven't used since I got that thing. It really works great. And I say all the time, man, I wish I could use their products that they send me for quite some time before I do a review, but they always want them released within a month. If I barely have time to use it, then I got to sound like I know what I'm talking about with them, and I do. I get the gist of it, you know. I get the important stuff. But if I could do a review on that Yes welder right now, you would buy it. And there's nothing in it for me. I highly recommend that. Okay. Let's take a bump more off of that. So what I do, I mark the first one with a Sharpie. Now whenever I get back to that one, I know I'm good. All that does is clean up that edge. Okay, camera angle. I know there's many ways to sharpen a blade. I could never get it very good with the rat tail file. I know there's guys out there that do it well, do it fast. But this is pretty fast and easy and turns it into a pretty nice blade again. Alright, I'll see you down at Emily's house. Get you one nice and close here. Okay, I got 3 stumps cut down. This one I left it up about 6 inches or so, a bunch of rocks around it. I'll grind through that. That one's pretty close, that one's real close. Way better than the one up there. You can see the material I don't have to grind. Now let's see how fast we get through this. And I'm paying for this machine by the hour. If I can use it for 8 hours, it's only a day. If I go over 8 hours, then they're gonna have to charge me additional. So why spend the time, you know, grinding material I don't have to grind? And why spend the time talking when I should be? There you go. Okay, I think I got the hang of it pretty good. Now I'll just get rid of that. I'll level this up. I might do a little bit more grinding. You can see right here, I just can't reach it. I'm getting up on the spoils and it's going really good. That was the way to do it. Cut those off and man, that was a huge time saver. Okay, I ran out of time yesterday. I got about 5 done down here and I have 1, 2, 3, 4 to go. Yesterday, this little thing here broke and I wire tied it the best I could and it worked okay. Now I just pulled it tight and wire tied it again. It's hard to get into and I only have a couple more to do here. Let's see if this works and I can finish up this little project and get the weekend started. I was working up at Steven's house this morning. It's about 1 o'clock now, Sunday, so I'd kind of like to be done here, hopefully in about an hour, hour and a half. So let's make that happen. Set you right here. Okay, my neighbors are glad I'm done. It went good. It just took a little while. I kept finding big roots. I just, chopped all along there and got everything ground up. Now we can get this graded, and maybe next video or so I'll go over our landscaping plans here. Putting some ideas together, and Emily and Grant, we'll make the final choice of how they want this to look. So, see you tomorrow pouring concrete. Don't be late.